If you guys didn't watch the Week 5 matchup between the Seahawks and the Buccaneers, y'all missed out. This game was an offensive battle with 73 total points scored and a ton of exciting plays. Today we'll go through this game in both offenses, breaking down the schemes each team used to make those splash plays and hit on some talking points while highlighting certain players. First, we can shine the spotlight on these quarterbacks, Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold. Both of these guys are balling out right now. There's a reason the Bucs extended Baker, and there's a reason Sam was signed to the Seahawks. Baker Mayfield is third in the NFL MVP odds, and it's because he is making plays outside of structure and when the team needs him. The throw you just watched was nuts, but it's hard to say that when this took place in the same game. Kind of an uncommon call for a deep shot with Mills here. It's 3rd and 15, down 1 point. The Mills concept worked and gave Baker a window to make the throw. When you get to the breaking of the routes, you see the safety starting to bite down, and the post behind him will replace that safety. You see this results as a touchdown on 3rd and 15. Back it up and watch when Baker throws this ball, or at least starts his motion. He takes his 5 and a hitch and then pause. Look at the receivers when Baker is readying the football. Then even when he releases the ball, he throws with anticipation of the post cut and the safety attaching to the dig. Unreal throw, processing, and timing from the early MVP candidate. The other quarterback in this game was also quick to show how good he's been playing. This Sam Darnold throw was kind of not set up in the best circumstances. This is a play action double cross concept against cover 1 man, and as the routes progress, you can see there's an obvious lack of separation and the throw needs to be perfect. And it was. The end zone copy really illustrates and shows you the precision Sam Darnold uses to give Kupp an uncontested opportunity to make that great play on the football. When both quarterbacks are playing like this in the same game, that's a recipe for a great showdown, matchup, contest, or any other word that means duel. Sam Darnold looks for real. He's had skeptics on his rear for his entire career, and I think he's proven he's capable to play as a consistent top 10 quarterback in the NFL, if not even better. We've all seen Baker prove people wrong, and he's been making plays. Outside the quarterbacks, the Seahawks and Buccaneers both have some up-and-comers on the offensive side of the ball. I'm going to go one by one, shouting out the difference-making young guys that I loved watching in this game, and these are all guys with bright futures in this league. AJ Barner, probably not the name you would expect to hear first. This play can accentuate some of the things I'm most impressed with. Barner, Clint Kubiak called snag weak and bang pivot on the backside of it. Barner, on his route, chips and then sits down on the pivot route. But once Darnold starts moving around, AJ Barner got that memo, used some of his impressive wiggle for his size, and made a great low catch. This is a duo run with the defensive line stunting about a gap inside or so. But once you see Barner straining, you can tell he's got some of that strength. But the ability to drag Ken Walker like he does here is absurd to me. Never, ever question the effort and the teammate that AJ Barner possesses and is. When Barner was playing at Michigan, he was lacking some production in the passing game, but was much more of a weapon in the run game. He was this big blocker type of tight end, but I thought he could have been better in the passing game coming out of school with the type of loose athlete he was at such a great size. And sure enough, he's really starting to blossom in that way for the Seattle Seahawks. Next guy I have to mention is Tez Johnson, the Bucs' 7th round outlier pick. This play after the catch had me so hyped you quickly realize the quickness and burst he has can play at any level of football. Tez Johnson can also be a very quarterback-friendly receiver. This is actually a cop sail concept paired with Tez Johnson's inside dig route from the X alignment. Yes, the X alignment. Watch this dig route from Tez against this weird cover 2 look. Tez comes out of the break, feels the space, and settles to give the quarterback all of that open space. Gives you some idea of his football IQ, his awareness, and the route runner he is versus zone coverages. There's almost no way you haven't heard of Jaxson Smith-Njigba. He's a great receiver and probably the best weapon for the Seahawks after they traded away DK Metcalf. The connection JSN and Darnold have cultivated in a short amount of time is very impressive to me. This is a 3rd and 6 play, and Njigba has an out route, and Sam Darnold anticipates the out cut perfectly. But the coordination and focus from Njigba at the catch point to make this catch is what really puts this over the top with a chef's kiss. Last but far from the least is Emeka Egbuka. Watching this dude with no prior knowledge, I mean, you'd probably think this is a 10-year vet at receiver. And maybe that's not the case, but I could tell you, you would have no idea. Emeka was a freaking rookie. Emeka Egbuka might actually be a seasoned vet just undercover because this route is that nasty. This is a 2-point play the Bucs call a little neat spacing Omaha concept with Emeka as the primary. I won't even mess with it. I'll let you just watch this beautiful route to get those 2 extra points on the board for Tampa. Here's another dominant rep from Emeka that led to a massive play. Emeka has a cop route or a corner post. Baker's eyes to the field got the middle safety leaving Emeka alone after he burned the corner. Great throw from Bake, but Emeka Egbuka made it a much easier throw for him. Mike Evans might be out, but Chris Godwin was back in for this game. And I want to make sure we acknowledge that. Even on the first passing play of the game, you saw Godwin's impact. Godwin motioned over, playing that F spot or the slot receiver role, running this little looky route in a looky scissors concept. Baker glances at the safeties and then goes straight to Godwin on a quick and easy throw and catch, but Godwin falls forward for an easy pickup of 12 yards. Now, it may not look like 12 yards, but that's the type of hidden, more mellow plays that a player like Chris Godwin can get you. All of the talented players we just went over are still all a part of a system. The players are still included in game plans, in play calls, and in the X's and O's of the game. You can't just put players out there and tell them to have fun every snap. Clint Kubiak is the Seahawks offensive coordinator, and this is his first season with the team. I was impressed with what I saw, and I'll show you a little something I liked from him. Then we'll take a look at the other team's OC. The scenario is 2nd and 5 from the Bucs 5 with 9 seconds left in the first half. The play call is very different for a red zone call. We've all heard of a good post wheel, but this is a post twirl concept with this sort of double move on the outside. Darnold does not hesitate as the first in his progression gets into a small window and throws a clutch touchdown to end the half on a high note. Not only is that play call good, but the throw was great. Sammy D continues to make me believe. You want to talk about a play call? Then let's talk about Josh Grizzard, the first-year offensive coordinator for the Bucs. He called this 4-strong dagger concept off of this fast motion from Tez Johnson. The 2 clear-out routes worked so well for this Tampa 2 coverage. Miller takes the pull defender, and Emeka's takes the near safety. Despite being bumped off his landmark, Tez Johnson cuts into the space, and this Baker throw, combined with everything else, made magic for this offense. What a call and what a dang throw from Bake. No matter how fun this game was to watch, you hate to see it end like it did. One mistake was enough to send Sam Darnold and the Seahawks on their way with a loss. This was really just a simple Omaha levels concept, and Sam gets stuck on read 1, forced it to Kupp under pressure, and threw that bad interception. Tampa, after being gifted good field position, nails the game winner and ends the game. Anyways, that'll be it for me. Thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, go down, subscribe, watch the past content on the channel. It means a lot. I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.